This video will help with the installation of late 86 through 1996 Corvette roofs. If you don't know the year of your roof, you're going to have 89 to 96. It's going to have this triangle plate. Late 86 through 88 will have a similar plate, and then this video will not include if your roof has this cone. These are for 84 through early 1986 cars, and that'll be a separate video. The only thing you're going to need for this video is your T40 installation ratchet. If you've lost this or don't have one, go to a big box store, hardware store, get yourself a T40, something similar to that, or a longer socket. This is the vehicle we're going to be using, or part of a vehicle. Please ignore the fact that it's missing all the interior. All what we're concerned about is the associated parts of the roof, which is the windshield frame, gaskets, and so forth. You're going to want to make sure your vehicle is parked on a fairly level spot of ground, and your tires are inflated pretty close to each other. You don't want the car twisted at all, which is going to skew that windshield frame a little bit. So why do we need to do this? C4s were not known for their super tight tolerances. There's no way for these roofs to get built and these plates to be tightened down and fit every vehicle that they get shipped out to. So the plates need to get loosened and they need to get fit to the vehicle. All right, first thing you want to do is make sure the roof's upside down on something soft like a blanket, towel, and make sure all your hardware is loose. Take your ratchet, loosen up all 4 bolts on each side. And make sure these are able to wiggle around. So quick rundown of what we're going to be doing is we're going to put this roof on the vehicle. Start your front and rear attach bolts. That's going to locate your hardware where it needs to be on your vehicle, and after that we're going to take a pencil, mark where these are sitting from inside the vehicle, which we'll show you here in a second, and then we can take the roof back off the car, tighten these down. That locates your hardware. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the rear. You're going to want to get these center bolts tightened up. If the bolt's just sitting there spinning, it's not going anywhere, and it's not catching, it's going to be catching in this seat here, which you can't see on your vehicle because it's going to have a trim panel. But this is what that rear locator seats into, this pocket. So if it's not grabbing, you're going to need to push the roof down and back. This fresh weather strip might be holding it a little bit forward, so you might have to compress this a little bit, get this bolt to grab. Looks like we got it in the first try. Centers, and then outers. After both the rears are done, then we're going to move to the front. All right, so now we're up front. Got to get these front bolts started. You're going to have to wiggle this plate around a little bit to get it started in there. Sometimes you're going to have to stick your fingers in there to get that plate to line up. Let's get your bolts started. Go down off 80%. And what we're going to do is take a pencil and put some scribe lines in on where that plate's located. All right, so roof is back off the car for the final time. All we gotta do now is line up our hash marks and our scribe lines, and tighten the plate down, tighten these 2 bolts. And at this point, your roof is essentially adjusted. Once these are tightened back up, we're gonna put it back on the vehicle. Okay, roof's back on the car, same thing. You're gonna have to push it back and down a little bit. Do both sides, obviously. I already tightened up the other side. Save video length, and we are adjusted. It's lined right up. So all we gotta do at this point is tighten it down, and you are good to go.